What's going on, everybody? So if you watch my Barbatus Corey's Got a New Home video, I just released it a few days ago. I don't know, a few days ago. I'll drop a link in the description for that video. I said during that video that the corys were showing some breeding behavior like in the first day, basically. And I've been watching them, and it's been a few days. I'm like, man, they still have that breeding behavior, but I'm not seeing any eggs. They've been zooming up and down the glass, which is a normal behavior for them. And I did feed them bloodworms in that video to really kind of pop them off and get them going. But I just found out what's been going on. Let's check it out. So here's the tank. It's been a few days, and they've been just loving life, basically. They've been zooming around. There's 3 or 4 over here on this end. There's a couple over here. And they keep showing breeding behavior where they go up and down the glass, and that's usually the female goes up, and then she'll deposit her eggs, and then the male comes in and fertilizes them. They've been doing that, and I haven't seen any eggs. I've been looking on the glass, like maybe I'm missing it, and they're, eating them, because they do eat them. If you don't pull them fairly quickly, at least with my breeding group, they eat the eggs. And so I finally caught them, and what they're doing is they're laying them on the hang-on back filter. All this stuff, minus the green stuff at the top, all these are eggs. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull these and get them going in the brine shrimp hatchery. Which actually this is going to make it super easy for me. I'm just going to turn off the hang-on back filter and then pull the lift tube out. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Actually, before we pull that lift tube out, let's get this guy ready. So it's been sitting here empty for a while. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. It's looking a little dirty or dusty. I'm just going to rinse it out. We're going to get this prepped. So I'm going to fill it with clean water. And we're going to add a little bit of methylene blue, just a drop or two. And I have it handy. This is what I use for these Barbatus cory eggs. And that just helps keep the water, I don't know if the word's sterile, but helps keep the eggs from fungusing. So let's go clean this and get it ready. All right, one thing I want to show you is that, I hang it here on the end of my rack, and this holder that comes with it, I mean, it works, but it's a pain in the butt to reach your hand in there. But this works great for setting this next to the Barbatus tank on the ground. I'm going to have water. I can just transfer the eggs from the tank right in here, and I don't have to try to hold this thing. So that's what I use this for. Let's go ahead and fill this up, and I'm just going to use my I don't want to say treated tank or treated fresh water, but it's filtered fresh water, and I need 2 hands, but I'm going to take it from right here. All right, container's right next to the fish tank. This is the power cord for the hang-on back, so I'm just going to unplug it and let it settle for a second. And I'm hoping I can just, I don't know how tight this is. It might be really tight. Oh. Please don't lose any eggs. I'm worried about that as the water back flushes. All right. You can see all the eggs, but man, that's actually awesome they put them right there, because this makes easy work for me. So I'm just going to pop these off into here, and I'm going to need 2 hands for that, so hold on. All right, so I transferred them off the pipe into here, and I counted as I went, and there was way more than I thought. Just looking at them, I'm like, oh, there's probably like 20 eggs. I counted 49. You wouldn't believe it. They're all down here in the cone. I went ahead and put the lid on. I have it hooked up to the air. I'm going to go ahead and turn the air on and get this thing. It's a lot harder doing it one-handed. And one of them was stuck on like a little, I don't know, piece of plant. I didn't want to try ripping them off, but you can see they're kind of tumbling. And I've had, this might be a little too much. I just want some circulation. This is the way I've been able to get these guys to hatch. It kind of sucks because they're probably, I mean, they're going to be circulating a little bit down there. I should have put the straw in first and then put the eggs in, so that way they're not stuck under the straw. But we're getting some circulation. It doesn't take much. You know, just something like that keeps the water flowing. And one reason I like using this is water changes. Now, I have to be careful because the eggs are on the bottom and this is the drain valve. If I open this slightly, it'll drain off a little bit of water, and then I just use a pitcher, drain off some water in here, and then dump it, fill this up with fresh, and then top it off. So this is super, super convenient for eggs. But like I said, I should put the straw in first, and then the eggs, and then I wouldn't have to worry about the eggs coming out the bottom because the straw will kind of block it. Let's go ahead and put some methylene blue in. Alright guys, got the methylene blue. I have it in a pipette. They tell you to do 10 drops per gallon. I do 5 drops in this size container. This stuff stains like no other. So keep it off your clothes. If you drop it on something, good luck. But we're going to go ahead and add 5 drops. And that looks pretty cool. And then what I do with these Barbatus eggs right now, this is 100% fresh water. This is not their tank water. It's not mixed or anything. This water will be good for quite a few days. So typically what I'll do is I'll take maybe about this much out at a time, replace it, and I usually don't add more methylene blue. It's usually just at the beginning, and this is when it's the darkest, and then as I do water changes, it kind of dilutes out, and I've had really good success with that. Alright, I went ahead and rinsed out the pipette. I do that every time I get done using like eggs or methylene blue. Well, those are really the only 2 things I use, but I just, that way it stays clear and doesn't get stained. But we're gonna let this sit, and you know, and every day we'll do just a little bit of water change. Not much. It's not really needed yet, but we'll go until they hatch and the airflow is really low. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that they're breeding already. As always, whenever I talk about the Barbatus, I gotta show you this tank. This is the last baby I got. He's doing pretty good. He is a solo Barbatus in here with some CPDs. Actually, I noticed there's only 5 CPDs out, and there's supposed to be 6. I don't know if one's hiding or if one maybe died or got stuck somewhere, but I'm only seeing 5 of these guys. But that's what a baby looks like. When they're this small, they kind of remind me of Barbatus corys. Alright guys, fingers crossed. This guy will have some brothers and sisters here soon. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I just want to do a follow-up on that Barbatus video. If you haven't watched it, the link is in the description. Please watch it. It's kind of a long video. It might be a little bit boring, but it's kind of a breeding project right now. Getting back into it, and I think they're putting eggs already back on that tube. I don't know. I see a lot of movement by that hang-on back filter. But anyways, Charlotte, I was gonna say it says bye, but she's looking a little comfy. Havana is also looking a little comfy right now. But thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hope to see you at Aquashella this coming weekend. And I'll try to update you guys with the breeding stuff. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm getting more and more into breeding livestock for the website. So this Barbatus, it's just kind of one of those things where it's happened because of all the water changes with the new tank. And I'm just going to make sure I keep my eye on that intake tube of the hang-on back filter and grab the eggs as often. Yeah, there's a lot of breeding activity. I can see another pair that's out. They're swimming up and down the glass, so maybe tomorrow there'll be more eggs. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. This female that's up here in the top right, that's breeding behavior. So if you ever get Barbatus, at least for me, this is what they do. They start going up and down the glass, and they're basically looking for a place to put eggs. So I definitely see a male here in the right corner. I'm sure there'll be more eggs. Actually, I think I see there's an egg, a single egg on the lift tube. That's funny. So they're definitely getting jiggy with it.